us an original. I've got a photocopy here.
We will provide the defense with the original.
I want to say it before this witness starts to testify, because we do not want to validate the evidence of this witness before we see the original. May we kindly be provided with the original before he starts to testify.
Where's the original, sir?
But it will be provided to the defense.
Does it exist?
It does, my lord.
Where is it?
It was made from the original.
Where is it?
Send it to me, my lord.
Actually, we have indicated to the state earlier on when we were given these copies that we want to verify with the original register.
Maybe, my lord, may I add, the court is always concerned about the fact that the JP is also concerned about the manner in which this trial is dragging on and on and on and on and on. I can only sincerely hope and believe that the court is taking note of the fact of what is happening here, because this is going to constitute yet another delay. I can only sincerely believe that those delays do not always come from the side of the defense. This is caused by the state, because they come here in the morning, they throw us, they give us this information, they do not even speak to us about the original, they come up with new information on a daily basis, and they expect us to be up and above and start to proceed with the matter on the basis of this new information that they give us on a daily basis. I'm very concerned as well.
Is this about the record of the traveling?
Indeed, my lord, on
Okay,
the
vehicle.
7th of October 2014, we're only referring to a single entry in that document.
Which is what?
Doesn't matter.
The third entry, my lord.
It's a command document, just information.
17922.
That's correct, my lord.
Okay, it will be provisionally admitted because they say it's coming. If it doesn't come, then the admission will be expunged. Okay. Yeah, can you start then? Yeah, bro.
I have not consulted because I thought that we were going to be provided with the original.
Yeah, they say this document only pertains to the third entry, ne?
Correct, my lord.
Nothing else.
Nothing else.
Yeah, you can consult Mr. Nxumalo.
But my cross-examination, my lord, is not going to be limited to that entry.
Yeah, but the state says they're not going to be utilizing the other information on this document. Are you not saying that, sir?
That's what I'm saying, my lord.
Yeah, you can consult. If you want to consult.
It's dangerous, my lord, to be handed with a document, a leaflet such as this one, without the entire register, because we don't know what is happening here. So we want to compare and contrast the sequence of the information that is contained in this document from the original source. And if we don't have the original source, we are able.
So you want the register itself, the complete register?
That's the original document.
Do you want the complete register?
We don't know whether it comes from the register or what, but the original source where this information is coming from.
What is the original source, Mr. Sawbona?
It's a logbook, my lord.
Where's that logbook?
But if I can suggest that we can start with the opinion, Exhibit 000, then we get to Exhibit 001 later.
It shall have suddenly come about.
And then during lunch, my lord, we can see if we cannot arrange for the
What's the time now?
original logbook. It's 12:17.
Is that okay? They say they can start with the original document.
It's not okay, my lord. It's not okay, and that is not the procedure for the witness to start when the parties know that the witness will be testifying on both exhibits.
Yeah, but they say the document in question will be available after lunch. Okay.
My lord, it will be unfair to start with the examination.
You know, you guys, we're just picking up trivialities. And I quoted a case to you. Director of Public Prosecutions versus the Eastern Cape. Where's that case? Just let's quote it again, please.
No,
Wait. Let's quote that case because they say people. Wait, Mr. Mnisi. They say, the law says, you mustn't put imaginary obstacles. Just put that case again. It's not me saying that, it's the law.
But my lord, these are not
And it's an
imaginary-
SCA case. I can't overrule it. Let's see that case.
My lord, with due respect, the state knew when they made copies of these that the defense is going to request original copy. Why did they not bring it in the morning?
Have you got that case, sir?
Trying to find the relevant passage.
It was written by Harams, man. Is it Harams? Director of Public Prosecutions. Eastern Cape. The other day, we just drew that case. What's the problem now?
My lord, I will read from paragraph 13 if it's the correct passage in any democracy.
No, just quote the case itself, so that it shouldn't be said, I'm creating new law. What's the citation of that case?
Attorney General Cape Good Hope Provincial Division and another. Key versus the Attorney General Cape of Good Hope.
Nah, that's not the case. That one is by, I told it's by Harams. You're reading me a case by Kirchla now.
Yes.
Hey, my daughter. Jeez. That case talks about the fairness or otherwise of Section 35 pertaining to the litigants before a court.
It's National Director of Public Prosecutions and King.
That's the one. Wait. Yeah, that's the one. Is it by 5 judges? Harams. Just count the judges so that. Hello. Harams.
Nugget Mlambo.
Nugget Mlambo.
And Mijit AJA.
And who else also?
And Malan.
Yeah, Malan. 5 judges. What are they saying? Not rat, I'm watching. The law. What's the problem now?
We're trying to identify the relevant paragraph.
Yeah, I think it's a third paragraph also. I can quote that case for you. It's fairness in a case, it's a two-way street. Have you got that paragraph?
Paragraph 5.
What does it say?
There is no such a thing as perfect justice. A
Yes.
system where an accused person should be shown every scintilla of information that might be useful to his defense and discovered in criminal cases must always be compromised. Fairness is not a one-way street conferring an unlimited right to an accused to demand the most favorable possible treatment, but also requires fairness to the public as represented by the state. This does not mean that the accused's rights should be subordinated to the public's interest in the protection and suppression of crime. However, the purpose of the fair trial provision is not to make it's not to make it impracticable to conduct a prosecution. The fair trial right does not mean predilection for technical necessities and ingenious legal stratagems or to encourage preliminary litigation. just go down.
Yeah, okay. What in simple man's language, what do they say? These 5 judges.
My lord, what they are saying at this stage is to say exactly demonstrate what is happening now, that now the defense is only picking this one entry from which is going to delay the court to further proceed at this stage, just for a very minor issue, which is one entry, and they submit that the delay that is being caused, it will result in an unfair trial to the accused person, not considering the fact that also the public being represented by the state, it should also be taken into consideration.
Yeah, and this court is making an order to say, if that piece of evidence is not brought to court as undertaken by the state, it will be expunged. I don't know what the judge should do. And here are 5 judges. So we can't go for predilections and try and stop a trial on a minor issue. I mean, it's a minor issue of a car which is supposed to have been used on the 2014, on the 27th, sorry, on the 27th of October 2014 at 10:15. It is alleged that this VW Jetta, which belongs to support services for the Division of Forensic Services in October, it was used from the forensic laboratory, I think, to Fosnora's crime scene examination under case number 63/10/1, and also used to the residence in Centurion. And it is signed by Captain Mangena. Okay, you can continue.
Lana ke udaba bemayelana nokuthi ke le document umbuso oyivezayo ke ufakazi azokuthi ufakazi kayo abammeli ke bathi cha babefisa ukuthi bangabona ke originally ke kwasefundwa ke manje ke lo mthetho othi ke akungabhekwa ke into ezincane ezingathi ke zilungiseke ke ekuhambeni kwesikhathi ngokuthi ke kulibaziseke ukukhula kwalo icala. Umehluleli uthi we manje ke uthatha isinqumo sokuthi ke ungaqhubeka ke manje uma kuwukuthi le document ayizike nanjengoba umbuso uthembisile ila khona ke manje inkantolo isizoshintsha ke isinqumo sayo ukuthi ke manje lokho kushiwo mayelana nalokho ayafika document leyo lobo fakazi sebuzothishelwa eqaleni kodwa kwamanje bangaqhubeka ke.
Sorry, why would you read that word which says scintilla of evidence? You know what's a scintilla of evidence? You haven't read that thing completely. They're talking about an instance like this, a scintilla of evidence. They mean feathery light evidence, which is innocuous. Just read that also.
There is no such a thing as perfect justice.
Yes.
A system where an accused person should be shown every scintilla of information that might be useful to his defense.
That's it. Wait, yeah, that's it. It's enough. They say, these judges, 5 judges are saying that, not me. When there's an undertaking that scintilla of evidence will be brought, this court can make a ruling on the basis of those 5 judges.
Bit 001 after lunch and these other issues.
Have you seen the gentleman in?
I'm about to.
Okay.
Please. Do you have any objection in taking the oath?
No objection, my lord.
Do you consider the oath to be binding on the conscience?
I do.
Do you swear that the evidence you're about to give with the truth, the whole truth, nothing else but the truth, that is your license, and say so help me God?
So help me God.
I will present the affidavit to the witness. The witness, my lord, will make reference to exhibit 000. Say, for the record, can you please state your rank?
I am a captain, my lord.
Captain.
It's also correct that you're a member of the South African Police Services?
That is correct, my lord.
Iqiniso ukuthi usebenza emaphoyiseni yebo kuyiqiniso.
Which unit are you attached to?
I am attached to the ballistic section, my lord.
Ngisebenza ke ku section ke yama ballistic.
What is your role there? What is your role?
Our role is to examine firearms and toolmarks related cases.
Okwethu ke ukuhlola ke ibhamu ke kwakunye futhi ke namaqala ke amayelana ke nama marks enziwa yiwona ke amathulusi.
Can you identify the document that is in front of you?
That is correct, my lord.
On page 5 of that document, page 4 rather, the signature there, can you identify that signature?
That is correct, my lord.
Yebo ke ku page 4 ngiyabona ke la kusayindwa khona.
Is that your signature?
That is correct, my lord.
So iqiniso ukuthi mina owasayinda.
On page 5 is a stamp there and a signature. Can you identify that?
That is correct, my lord.
No, page 5 ke kusayindiwe futhi kune stamp esikhona.
Do you confirm that is a stamp of the Commissioner of Oath?
That is correct, my lord.
Nokuthi ke istamp salo ke ofundisayo.
And the date of the, can you place the date of the confirmation thereof?
The 11th of September 2024, my lord.
Date ke 11 September 2024.
And then at the bottom of page 1, the initial there, can you identify it?
That is correct, my lord.
Futhi ke na la penzansi ke na ke page 1 ukuthi initially we lapha yana.
Is that your initial?
That is correct, my lord.
Unokuthi futhi ke ama initial wona lawo.
And then can you proceed now to place the contents of Exhibit 00 onto the record?
Malesela Eliakim Mtini declares under oath in accordance with section 212, subsections 4A and 8A of the Criminal Procedure Act, Act 51 of 1977, as amended, as follows. I, number 70-555-656, am a captain in the South African Police Service at the Forensic Science Laboratory, 270 Pretoria Road, Silverton, with telephone number 012-845-5902. I am a senior forensic analyst and I am in the service of the state. I have been attached to the ballistic section since 2005 as an examiner of forensic ballistics with the following qualifications and experience. Academic qualifications. I obtained a BTech degree in policing from Tshwane University of Technology in 2004. I obtained a postgraduate diploma in criminal justice and forensic investigation from the University of Johannesburg in 2006. I obtained a diploma in policing from the Technikon Pretoria in 2003. I obtained a certificate in criminal justice from Technikon Pretoria in 2000. I visited the following firearm and ammunition manufacturers to ascertain the processes that are used in the manufacturing of firearms and ammunition. Pretoria Metal Pressings, that is PMP. Zonke in Cape Town. New Generation Arm, NGA. I completed a course in bloodstain pattern analysis in 2012 and 2013, offered by Bevel, Gardner and Associates from the United States of America. Crime scene reconstruction, bloodstain pattern analysis level 1. Shooting incident reconstruction, bloodstain pattern analysis level 2. Advanced shooting incident reconstruction, bloodstain pattern analysis level 3. Ballistic modeling. I have to date examined the excess of 3,500 cases. I examine ballistic related cases as part of my daily task and testify on a regular basis in the courts of South Africa. I have attended the following internal and external training interventions. Identification of ammunition, fired bullets, and fired cartridge cases. The use of microscopic equipment. Microscopic individualization of firearms, ammunition, fired bullets, and fired cartridge cases. Acquisition of fired cartridge case and fired bullet data on integrated ballistics identification system, that is IBIS. Microscopic individualization of tools and tool marks. Physical matching. microphotography, identification of firearms, the examination of firearm mechanisms, the different manufacturing processes of firearms and firearm components, the examination of homemade devices, techniques associated with the recovering and restoration processes of obliterated alphanumeric figures on metals, the reloading of ammunition and the manufacturing process of ammunition, short-range determination, crime scene examination and recording techniques, documentation of examination results, internal forensic ballistics, functioning of firearm mechanisms during the firing process, the burning rates of propellant powder and gas pressure, the transfer of marks by the firearm to cartridges, fired cartridge cases, and fired bullets. Intermediate forensic ballistics, the effect that hot gases, propellant powder, and partially burnt propellant powder has on an intermediate target before and after the exit of a bullet from the muzzle. The forming and effect of secondary missiles caused by intermediate targets. External forensic ballistics, the trajectory of the bullet from the muzzle of the firearm to the final point of impact. Terminal forensic ballistics, the wounding effect that the bullet has on tissue, that is wound ballistics. The effect that the bullet has on the target. The effect that the target has on the bullet. I was declared competent and proficient in the forensic ballistics examination. On 22nd July 2020, during the performance of my official duties, I was requested by Lieutenant Colonel Mangena to provide a microscopic opinion regarding the following exhibit bullet and test-fired bullets. One 9mm caliber fired bullet marked 217267/14A2. 8 9mm caliber test-fired bullets marked 369TB3 to 369TB10 respectively. I examined the fired bullets mentioned in paragraphs 3.1 and 3.2 and compared the individual and class characteristics markings transferred to them by firearm components during firing process using a comparison microscope and found the bullets mentioned in paragraphs 3.1 and 3.2 were fired from the same firearm. The conclusions arrived at were based on facts established by means of an examination and process which require a knowledge and skill in forensic ballistics. And I signed the document.
Waza-ke la Captain Mtini nokuthi futhi ke usebenza kuphi ke ikheli u270 okay i-forensic science laboratory ese270 umgwaqo iPretoria eSilverton ibhaliwe ke futhi nenamba yakhe ke nokuthi ke uyi-senior forensic analyst futhi ke usebenzela wona ke umbuso usebenzile ke khona la kule section of ballistic kusuka ngayo u2005 nanje umuntu ke omcwaningi wazo ke ibhamu noma ke ophathelene neibhamu futhi ke neyifundo ke ayiphothula wathola ke iBTech esiphoyiseni University yaseTshwane ngo2004 wathola ke idiploma yayo icriminal justice yodake ethola ku University yaseJohannesburg ngo2006 idiploma esiphoyiseni Pretoria Technical ngo2003 kwenye futhi naso ke certificate isatholakala asithola ke sayo criminal justice kwi Pretoria Technical ngo2000 ngiyeke noma ke ngahamba ke kule ndawo ezilandelayo ezenza ke ibhamu kanye futhi nazo iy'nhlamvu ukuyobona nokuyothola futhi indlela-ke eyisetshenziswayo ukwenza ibhamu kanye futhi nazo iy'nhlamvu ePretoria Metal Pressing PMP, eSomcam eseCape Town, i-New Generation Army NGA. Ngase futhi-ke ngenza-ke nekhosi yamagazi-ke noma la etholakala khona-ke amagazi noma-ke ucwaninga kwabo ngo-2012 nango-2013 yona-ke eyayenziwa i-Bevel i-Gardner Associates yase-USA. Bese kuthi kanye futhi-ke nokwakha kabusha-ke kwendawo-ke yesigameko lokuthiwa-ke i-crime scene reconstruction kanye futhi-ke nokutholakala kwegazi u-level 1 kanye futhi-ke nokwenziwa kabusha-ke noma-ke i-shooting incident reconstruction kwendawo-ke la ekudutshulelwe khona-ke kanye futhi-ke nokutholakala kwegazi-ke u-level 2 kanye futhi-ke ne-advanced shooting incident reconstruction yona-ke nayo ekhathelene futhi-ke nokutholakala kwegazi u-level 3 kanye-ke nokubizwa ngokuthi-ke ama-ballistics modeling. Kuze kube manje-ke sengisebenze noma-ke sengihlole-ke ama-case a-3500 ngihlola-ke ama-cases amayelana nama-ballistics nanje umsebenzi engiwenza elanga nelanga futhi-ke ngethula ubufakazi-ke ey'nkantolo zala eNingizimu Afrika ngiyeke kulamakhosi alandelayo-ke angaphakathi nangaphandle-ke esiphoyiseni ukwahlukanisa ukuthola-ke iy'nhlamvu ey'dutshuliwe kanye futhi namagobolondo adutshuliwe kusetshenziswa-ke yona-ke noma-ke amathulusi ayo i-microscope kanye futhi nokwahlukanisa kusetshenziswa kwayo i-microscope kweyibhamu iy'nhlamvu kanye futhi ney'nhlamvu ey'dutshuliwe kanye namagobolondo asesebenzile noma adutshuliwe ukutholakala kwamagobolondo asesebenzile kanye ney'nhlamvu ey'sebenzile lokho kubizwa-ke ngokuthi-ke i-IBIS ukuhlukaniswa-ke kusetshenziswa yona-ke i-microscope ukwazi futhi nokuqhathanisa nalokho kubizwa ngokuthi-ke i-microphotography iy'thombe ukwehlukaniswa kwazo ibhamu ukuhlolwa kwebhamu ney'ndlela-ke isebenza ngazo kanye futhi-ke ney'ndlela ezahlukene zokwenziwa kwazo ibhamu kanye futhi-ke nalokho okutholakala kuzona-ke ibhamu noma-ke lokho kubizwa ngokuthi ama-components. Ukuhlolwa kwey'khali labo uthola ukuthi-ke lezi ozenzela zona-ke noma abantu abazenzela zona-ke ozenzele kanye-ke ney'ndlela-ke ey'hambisana nokuthola kanye futhi nokubuyisela kwalama namba-ke asuliwe noma-ke uma ngabe kukhona-ke lokhu okusuliwe kusona isibhamu sinendlela-ke okanye noma kunendlela-ke yokuthi ukwazi ukubuyisela ukubone ukubuyisela kwazo iy'nhlamvu kanye futhi-ke nendlela yokwenziwa kwazo iy'nhlamvu nokwazi-ke ukuthola ibanga uma kuwukuthi-ke kutholakala ukuthi kudutshulwe kwibanga elingekho kude kanye futhi-ke nokwazi ukusebenza ukwazi ukusebenza kwindawo zeyigameko kanye futhi nokubhala phansi iy'ndlela noma-ke ama-techniques kanye futhi-ke nemiphumela yabo ukuhlolwa ama-forensic ballistics angaphakathi ukusebenza kweyibhamu uma ngabe kudutshulwa kanye futhi-ke nala ekushiswa khona impuphu-ke lekushisayo kanye futhi-ke nokubizwa ngokuthi i-gas pressure ukundluliselwa kwama-marks odluliswa yisona isibhamu indluliselwa kumagobolondo amagobolondo adutshuliwe kanye futhi-ke nazo iy'nhlamvu ey'dutshuliwe ukuthi-ke umthelela walawo magesi lawo ashisayo kanye futhi-ke nempuphu kanye futhi-ke nomthelela-ke waleyo mpuphu leyo la inhlamvu eyakhona ngaphambi nasemuva kokuthi-ke iphumileke kusona isibhamu amakhosi-ke angaphandle e-forensic la ukuhamba kwayo inhlamvu uma ngaba iphuma kwisibhamu nala isiyogcina khona-ke noma ishaya khona ukuthi futhi-ke umthelela la kunenxeba khona-ke uma ngaba imbumbulu isishayile kanye futhi nomthelela wayo-ke inhlamvu la ishaya khona kanye nomthelela wala inhlamvu ishaye khona ngase base ukuthi-ke sorry okay emuva kwako-ke ukuthola-ke lokuqeqeshwa lokhu ila kwashiwo khona-ke ukuthi sengikulungeleke manje ukuthi-ke ngingasebenza ngokuhlola kwawo ama-ballistics ngeyi-22 zikaJulayi 2020 lisenza-ke umsebenzi wami ngacela uyena uLieutenant Colonel Mangena ukuthi-ke nginikeze ngovo ngisebenzisa yona-ke i-microscope mayela-ke nalamazibiti amabhulethi kanye futhi nalawo athestiwe-ke asedutshuliwe i-9mm caliber inhlamvu ye-9mm esidutshuliwe eyayimaphwe u-217267 1482 kanye-ke inhlamvu eyithestiwe-ke zona-ke eziwu-8 ze-9mm zona-ke zazimaphwe u-369 TB3 no-369 TB10 ngahlola-ke lezo inhlamvu lezo ey'dutshuliwe ey'chaziwe-ke lapho u-3.1 kanye naye u-3.2 ngayiqhathanisa ngase ngithola-ke ukuthi-ke kwakukhona-ke okutholakalayo-ke okwahlukanisiwe kanye naloko okuhlangene lokhu ukuthi ama-individual nama-class characteristics andluliselwa-ke kuzona yiso isibhamu noma-ke indlela-ke yokudubula yaso isibhamu. Ngisebenzisa-ke i-microscope leyo ngathola ukuthi iy'nhlamvu lezi ekhulunywa ngazo ku-3.1 naku-3.2 zadlutshulwa zibuya kwisibhamu esisodwa. Lokho-ke ngafikelela kona-ke ngakuthola-ke lokho ngokwamaqiniso kanye futhi-ke nangendlela-ke yokuhlola kanye futhi ney'ndlela-ke ezidinga ukuthi umuntu abe nolwazi kanye futhi-ke nobuchwepheshe-ke kulo msebenzi wama-forensic ballistic. Wasayinda-ke ku-page 4.
Okay. Sorry, what's the pen?
Correct. 1248.
12?
48.
Yeah, let's adjourn until 2.